Didn't get a spot in the London Marathon? Well, don't panic, because in this video I'm going to give you some tips on what to do next. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Fordy Runs. Now if this is your first time at Fordy Runs, I want you to smash that pink button down there that says subscribe on it. Go to our Facebook page and join the Fordy Runs running community, especially if you are going to go and get yourself a London Marathon place. And don't forget to check the description, there's loads of cool things down there you need to check out. Right, like I said in the opening, it doesn't matter necessarily that you didn't get a London Marathon places, because there's a few options that we can and can't do. So say in this video we're going to talk about it, so let's get stuck in. Right guys, so actually if you are one of the luckiest people on the planet that you did get a marathon place, don't forget to go over and register online and make sure you get that place secure. So go on the Virgin London Marathon page, whatever it is, and make sure that you do register your ballot place. Believe it or not, some people actually do forget to do it. It's a silly thing to do. So make sure, if you have been so lucky to get a space, that you do go over there now and make sure you register and you all sign up and everything like that. So make sure you do that. Promise me you do that. Right, like I said, so it's one of the toughest things to do is to get into the London Marathon. This year they actually had record numbers apply, and it goes up every year. And this year I think it equates to just over a 4% chance of actually getting a marathon place by the ballot. It's not... Now the first thing that's going to go through your minds is you're going to be utterly disappointed and utterly upset. And you're going to question the ballot system. You're going to think, why me? This is my 8th time of trying. All these kind of things. But don't panic, don't get upset. It's not worth it, as I said, because you've got just over a 4% chance, and it's not the end of the world. Look, there's going to be other opportunities for you to get a London Marathon place, and we'll come on to them in a minute. But the most important thing is don't beat yourself up about it. I remember the first time I applied for the London Marathon, and I'm talking years ago, I actually got a bit down about it, and I got a bit put out by it. And I say, oh, I questioned the ballot system and all this kind of stuff. And to be honest with you, it's totally irrelevant. It's a waste of energy and it's a waste of time. Just accept it. It's one of those things and move on. Right, so once you come to terms with the fact that you're not going to be doing the London Marathon through the ballot place or ballot places, is to make sure you now go online and start looking at the charity places. Now, if you go on the Virgin London Marathon website, there is a long list of all the charities that have places, these gold bond places, well, I think they're what they're called now. You need to go on there and you need to hunt and you need to find some charities that are dear to your heart, that have got a sort of fundraising target that you can manage. And it's really important that when you do find a charity that you are, it sounds awful, but you are motivated to raise money from. You're not just doing it because you want to run the marathon. You want to do it because you want to make a difference. So try and pick a charity also that is dear to your heart, and somehow it captures you and it gets you involved in what you're trying to do. I say it is much easier to fundraise when you're not just doing it because you want to run the marathon, and you want to fundraise because you want to make a difference. Trust me, it makes a big difference up here. And also people that you're talking to about why you're doing it and what you're doing, the reasons you're doing it, they'll engage with you more, and the chances are you'll raise more money. So that's one tip I'll give you. But yeah, have a look at all the charities. Now, what I would say is, and this sounds awful, but the big popular charities are going to get the first look in. A lot of people, you know, sign up for the big charities, and that's great because they raise awesome money and they do awesome things. So think about maybe looking at those charities that are not necessarily the first ones that people look at. So it may increase your chances. Then what happens is you go on their website and you'll put an application in. Some people, some organisations will come back to you straight away and offer you a place. Some organisations, they have quite a strict policy and you need to go through how you're going to raise the money and all that kind of stuff. If you are going to be going through that, think about ideas on how you would fundraise. And it can be simple things like bake cake sale, bake things, whether you put on a quiz night and all these different things. And I've done a video about fundraising, but have a plan of action how you are going to raise that money, because it is a lot of money that you've got to raise, and it is added stress on top of actually training for the marathon. But whatever happens, you'll do it and you'll raise the money, so don't panic. But yeah, so the main tip is when you get that rejection letter, if you've got your heart set on doing it this year, London Marathon that is, then get over to that website, find a couple of charities and apply, and then go from there. Right, the next thing to do, and this really applies for people who are members of running clubs. So if you've not joined, I don't know, for example, like if you've joined the Fordy Runs running community, the running club, sorry. We are an England Athletics running club, so what that allows us is to put in for some club places, and then what we do is we divvy them out to our membership. So if you are a member of an affiliated running club, check with them. Maybe they're going to have a place, maybe they'll, you know, they'll have 2 places, I don't know, it depends on the size of your membership. We're lucky at the Fordy Runs running club, we've got a very decent sized membership, so we will be going in for the maximum number of places this year. So yeah, so if you haven't joined us, join us, because I think you'll still get your money's worth, so make sure you join us in October. But we put our places, our thing into the system, I think it's at the end of October, so you've still got a bit of time to join us. But even if you're not a member of the Fordy Runs running club, if you are a member of an affiliated running club, definitely check whether they've got like marathon places coming up, or there's a chance on how it works and all that kind of stuff. It's another avenue to explore after you get the rejection letter. Right guys, so my last kind of advice for you really is to actually go and book another marathon. Once you've got over the rejection of London, and don't worry about London, you will do London, so don't panic about it, right? But we are so lucky in this country, and I'm talking about in the United Kingdom, that we have some awesome marathons that take place, in particular in spring, if that's what you're looking to do. First ones that come to mind are Brighton. We took the Fordy Runs sort of bandwagon down there this year. We took it over at mile 14. We made so much noise, but it's a great marathon. It's super well organised. It's, you know, got massive support. It's not flat. Don't let anyone tell you it's flat, because it's not. But it's a great event, and that's in April as well. You've got Manchester Marathon, which I'm going to be doing next year. Next year they're going to be taking it through the city. How awesome is that? So get involved with that. Or what about Liverpool Rock and Roll? That is a massive weekend. It's over the bank holiday weekend. You can do 5k, 10k, half marathon, and it's just a great place to be. You've got Edinburgh Marathon. Now check out Chris from Here We Are Running. He did a vlog on it. Great event. I'd love to do that one year. It looks awesome. Now that's slightly later, that's in May, but check that one out. You've also got, I think, like an MK marathon. I can't remember exactly when that is. Again, maybe sort of April, May time. But the MK marathon, great event, well organised. So don't get down about the fact that you've not got into London. Focus on doing another spring marathon, and then go again in the ballot next year. There's nothing to stop you. So yeah, I'd really recommend you not getting down about it. Get another marathon booked, and then go back in the ballot next year. So there you go guys, there's a couple of things to do when you get that rejection letter, and I say the biggest tip, and that's really what I wanted to say to you, is not to get down about it. It's a big week for a lot of people. Everybody has in the back of their minds that little bit of hope that they're going to get a ballot place, and I really do hope you do, but the chances are you're not. The London Marathon is an epic event. It raises a huge amount of money for charities, which is awesome, but with so many people applying for it, I think, as I said, I think it was over 470,000, and I think they only give out, and I might be wrong here, about 18,000 ballot places. So like I said, there's just over a 4% chance, so it is tough to get into. My advice to you, like I said, is go and get yourself a charity place. Pick a charity that you care for, and try and raise some money and make a difference to those charities. You're going to love London Marathon if you do that as well, because you'll be thinking about the charity, you'll be thinking about the reason why you're doing it, and that will propel you along those 26.2 miles.